So, good morning. It's Tuesday. I have a plan. I don't know if I'm going to stick to my plan. We'll see. Coming over to my mat. So find that comfortable seat or lie down on the mat, wherever you want to be. And we'll take a few breaths here, centering. Just releasing as you breathe. And noticing. Let your breath be what you want it to be. And if you want to start increasing the depth of the breathing, fine, you may already be there. And opening the eyes and lifting into that upright seat. Remember that it's your practice. Take care of yourselves. Less is more. Move to sensation. And if you find you're holding your breath, just remind yourself to breathe. Lifting up tall, draw the chin in slightly. Bring the hands out to the side, fingertips down on the floor. As you inhale, turn the palms to the ceiling and let the hands rise. And exhaling, palms out, hands come down. Inhaling, keeping those shoulders back, the gaze lift, hands lift. Exhaling and lower. And one more time, taking the hands to the ceiling. Bring the palms together, reach up to the ceiling, bring the gaze straight ahead, draw the arms back. Yeah. And now bring the right hand down to the floor, slide it out, and arc over to the right, looking up to the ceiling toward the left. And as you inhale, bring the right hand back up. And now the left hand down, arcing left. Inhaling, bring the left hand back up. And as you exhale, take the right hand behind and the left hand down to the right thigh, and that gentle twist spiraling to the right. Inhaling, the hands back up. And now the exhaling on the exhale, that twist to the left. And as you inhale, bring the hands back up. And turn the palms out and exhale. Yes. Bring the hands out in front, palms down toward the floor, and then take the fingers up toward the ceiling and press forward through the heels of the hands. Draw the pinky fingers back. Breathe. And palms toward the floor, fists or bird beak, and turn the fingers and knuckles down toward the floor. And opening the hands wide, palms down, turn the palms to the center, bring the hands together, lift up tall, but really reach forward with the arms. Inhaling, let the hands drift up to the ceiling. And exhaling the hands through the heart and to the thighs. Oh, good, all right. Bring the hands behind on the mat. Fingers point to the front of the mat. Let the head fall back and just release here. Pressing the heart up to the ceiling. And inhaling, coming back up. Bring the hands to the sacrum, the thumbs to the sacrum, squeezing the hands together as the fingers are interlaced, and then draw the shoulders back, the elbows toward the center. And straighten the arms, exhale and fold forward here, lifting the hands toward the ceiling. Inhaling, coming back up. And release the interlace, fingers, and now just gently move. And inhaling, bring the shoulders up to the ears and take the shoulders back and down. And then release, inhaling the shoulders back toward the ears. And drawing the shoulders back and down. And let that one go. Last time, shoulders to the ears and back and down. Staying strong through the upper back, pressing the chest toward the top of the mat. Move the head, neck stays relaxed. And release. All right, come over onto all fours. Find your table with the fingers spread wide. And as you inhale, let the gaze lift straight ahead, belly moves toward the floor, draw the elbows toward the center, exhaling, rounding and taking the hips back toward the heels. Bring the elbows down, coming forward and up. Exhaling round, hips move back. Ujjayi breath. Inhaling up. And exhaling back. And one more time, coming forward and up. And round, moving back. Come back up into table. And with the gaze straight down at the center of the mat, take the hips over to the right. Coming onto the right knee. Then come to center and take the hips to the left. Exhale. Inhaling to center, hips to the right. And to the left. And coming back to center. Just do circles. Take the body to the right. Hips come back. Knees are a little wide. And then take the body to the left, coming forward. and up. Find that stretch in the wrists, and then to the right and back. Inhaling up, and exhaling back. One more in this direction. And the other way, take the body to the right, come forward. Yeah. And to the left and back. One more big circle. And with the hips back toward the heels, just bring the elbows down and let the head settle down toward the mat. And maybe it'll get down to the forehead to the mat, maybe not. Lift the head and walk the hands up toward the top of the mat. Spread the fingers. Let the head release. Keep the elbows lifted as the head moves down toward the mat. Inhaling, lift the head, come back up into table. Bring the knees back under the hips. Extend the right arm straight out to the right, and as you inhale, open to the right. And breathe. Exhaling, take that right hand down and under, thread the needle, bring the right side of the face to the mat, reach through here, right shoulder to the mat. I like to extend my left hand toward the top of the mat and then lift the gaze toward the ceiling, looking under the arm. And bring the left hand back under the shoulder, press back up, and now open again to the right. And exhaling the right arm down into that table. Gently move in table. And extend the left arm and open to the left. And now bring the arm down, thread it under, left side of the face to the mat. And then that rotation as the gaze turns up to the ceiling. Pressing the belly into the thighs. And bring the right hand under the shoulder, coming back up, open to the left, reaching to the sky. And exhale and bring the left hand down. Good. Gently move or come to child's pose, whatever feels good. Extend the right leg with the toes down on the mat. Yeah. As you press back, you release. And right foot hip height into awkward pose. Exhaling, bring the elbow to the knee, left elbow and the right knee together. Inhale, come out. Exhaling, elbow to knee. Inhaling out. Exhaling in. Inhale out. Yeah. 2 more deep breaths. And exhale and take the hand down, bring the knee down, settle the hips back or stay in table wherever you want to be. And now extend the left leg, toes on the mat. And the foot hip height, extending the right arm. Strong through the heel, strong through the fingers. Exhaling, take the elbow to the knee. Inhaling out. Exhale, right elbow and left knee. Inhaling out. And knee to elbow, extending out. 2 more breaths. And the hand and the knee come down, and again to your resting pose. Curl the toes and lift into downward facing dog. Bent knees, bringing those feet under the hips or hip width, strong through the arms, pressing back. And work the heels, one toward the mat, then the other. Now step the feet to the hands. Inhale to half lift. Get long in the spine, long through the neck, gazing straight down. Exhale into the forward fold. Knees bent, weight forward. Move the head. Yeah. Again, working the heels. And letting the face move toward the knees, press into the mat with the front of both feet, gently lifting the hips, taking the hips up to the ceiling. Keep the belly on the thighs. And now bend the knees and press with the feet. Coming up, rounding up. Take the arms wide, inhale and lift. And exhale, mountain pose. Good, take a breath. Sun salutation B. So from your mountain pose, with the feet hip width or closer, they can be together if you choose. And pressing down into the mat with the feet. Stack the hips over the heels, the shoulders over the hips. Bring the chin in, into mountain pose. And now bring the hands to the heart. On your next inhale, take the hands out as you come into chair. So the fingers are reaching forward and up. Knees are bent. Exhale, come into the forward fold. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, step or float back into plank. Inhale here, on the exhale, lower. And come to cobra. Exhaling, up and back, downward dog. Inhale the right foot up. Oop, crashed into a piece of furniture. And now step the right foot between the hands. Spin the left heel in and down and lift into warrior one. Stay low in the warrior, reach into the sky. Exhale, the hands come down. Take the right foot beside the left, exhale, lower. Into cobra, modified cobra, upward dog. Exhaling, down dog. Left foot lifts. Bring it to the top of the mat. Spin the right heel in and down. Warrior one. Exhaling, the hands come to the mat. Take the left foot back beside the right. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Downward dog. And breathe. And step the hands to the feet to the hands. Half lift. Exhale, fold. And now hands together, coming back to that chair. Inhale up. And hands in prayer to the heart. And release. Sun 2. That is a good one. Okay, we move down to do some lunges. Inhale the hands up. Exhale into the fold. And half lift. And step back with the right foot. Big step back. in high lunge. Working to get the shoulders or the hips lower than the shoulders. How about that? Hips lower than the shoulders. Take a couple of breaths here in this high lunge. Really press back through the heel, strong through the back leg. You can stay in the high lunge or bring the back knee down, releasing the toes. And now move that front knee toward the front of the mat. Lifting the gaze straight ahead. Yeah. Inhaling, bring the hands to the knee, draw the shoulders back, keep the hips low. This is a great posture here. Really good for the hips. Now bring the arms up, crescent lunge. Bring the hands in prayer to the heart. And the right elbow to the outside, twisting left. Now is when it's handy to have a mirror so you can see that straight line from the top of the head to the knee. Lifting the left elbow to the ceiling. And the hands to center and to the mat. Take that breath as the hips settle and the gaze lifts. And as you exhale, straighten that left leg, walking the fingers back on the mat, or taking the blocks with you. Draw the left hip back. Feel the belly touching the upper thigh on the left leg. And flex the foot. Point those toes back up toward your face. Press the belly into the thigh. Keep the bend in the knee. And now come forward into the low lunge. Again, fingertips back by the heel of the foot, even with the heel of the foot. Gaze lifts at low lunge. Curl the back toes. Now get long, the top of the head to the heel as the gaze comes down toward the mat. Take that big step to the top of the mat, half lift as you inhale. Exhale, fold. And now arms wide, get long and press to come up. Exhale, the mountain pose. Good, all right. Take a breath. And into mountain pose, inhale the hands up. Exhale and fold. Come to half lift. And that big step back with the left foot. Shoot it way back there. Finding your high lunge and breathing. And bring the back knee down. Release the back toes, lifting the gaze, moving lower in the lunge. Heart lifts, fingertips on the mat. And up to the knee with the hands, staying low, and crescent lunge. Exhale, bring the hands back down to the mat. And now straighten that front leg. Draw the right hip back. Get long in the spine as you press the belly into the right thigh. Lifting here through the shoulders, shoulder blades on the back. Flex the right foot. And coming forward now into the low lunge. Again, settle the hips, lifting the gaze straight ahead. Curl the toes, get long now in high lunge. Breathe, release, but stay strong through the back leg. Big step to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale and fold. And now bend the knees. Press into the mat with the feet coming up. And exhale, mountain pose. Yes. Let's see if we can do dancer today without falling over. So bring the weight into the left foot. Find your spot on the floor. I haven't done this one in a while, so it's going to be interesting. Bend the right knee. Find the foot with the hand. And now extend with the left arm, coming forward. Inhaling, coming up, and release. Made it on one side. See if we can do it on the other. So bring the weight into the right foot. Take a breath, settle. And bend the left knee. Find the foot. Extending the right arm into dancer. Then inhale up and release. I should have let you get to a wall for that. So you can try that after we practice at a wall if you had any issues with it. Good. Okay, let's step wide on the mat. And I'm wide to the right here, so my left foot is closer to the top of the mat. Press the heels out, and the feet are wider than the shoulders, but not really wide. Get tall here, lifting the heart. Draw the elbows toward the back, and now exhale into a wide-legged forward fold. Release the hands down beside the legs or down to the ankles or to the floor under the face. Bend the knees. Now you can gently move the hips from one side to the other, bending one knee, straightening the other leg, and then coming to the other side. And the heels are out, so you're getting a stretch more to the inside of the upper legs there, of the upper hamstrings. Now come up on the fingertips, lengthen the spine, turn the toes out toward the ends of the mat. Now bend the right knee, coming over toward the right knee. Take the left toes up to the ceiling, bring the hands in prayer, and lift the gaze straight ahead. Right elbow to the inside of the right knee. Good. Press up to standing. Take the bend the knee, bend the left knee, bringing the left elbow down to inside of the left knee. Turn the right toes up to the ceiling. Lift the gaze straight ahead. Ah, yes. Let the hips settle. Inhaling, press and come up to standing. Release the hands, turn the toes straight ahead. Get tall, press the thumbs into the hip bone as you let the head fall back. Pressing the hips forward. Inhale and come up. Take a deep breath in, release the hands. Turn the left toes, my left toes, toward the top of the mat. Come up onto the back toes and just step to the top of the mat. Good. All right. So we're going to move into a couple of squats here. So pressing down with the feet, inhale the hands up, exhale into a forward fold. Take a breath here. You were just wide-legged, so now we're back. Letting those hips get used to where they usually are. Again, working the heels into the mat. Bring the feet together. The heels touch, the mounds of the feet touch, and the heels or the knees are over the ankles as you bend the knees, coming down, coming onto the toes, taking the gaze straight ahead, hands come to prayer at the heart. Inhaling, stand straight up. Good. And release the hands. Now take the feet wider, turn the toes out, and inhaling up, come to that forward fold. And now let the hips settle down toward the mat with the feet wide and the elbows come to the inside of the knees. I've got my toes off the mat, the heels are on the mat. Again, lifting the gaze as the bottom settles toward the mat. Opening those hips with those elbows or the upper arms. Now bring the hands down to the mat, lift the hips, heel toe the feet back toward the center of the mat. And now come to half lift. Exhale into the fold. Get long through the spine, press and come up. And down to mountain pose. Ah, good, yes. And yoga flop. So those squats, how do you work your way down lower and lower on those squats? So just step a little wide with heels on the mat, the toes off the mat. And if you start into this squat, just bend the knees, and this is as far as you get, then just bring the elbows to the inside of the knees and take what the body gives you. So this is where you are, if this is as low as you go. Or you can settle lower if that works for you. And coming back up, bringing the feet back in, and just round up here. Okay, enough of that. So pressing into the mat with the feet, into mountain, inhale the hands up, and exhale into the fold. And come to half lift. And step or float, back to plank. Good, take a breath. And lift the right foot and bring the right knee to the right elbow. Take it back, across to the left elbow, and take it back up the center, and take it back. Right foot down, left foot lifts. Left knee to left elbow, and back. To the right elbow, and back. And to the center, and back. One more breath in plank. And now lower down. Chin on the mat, moving to locust. Take a breath. Inhaling, lift the head and the chest, feet and the legs, hands and arms. Point the foot, flex the toes, and breathe. One more deep breath. And exhaling, bring everything down, the right side of the face to the mat. Palms up, heels out. left side of the face. Good. Bring the chin to the mat and bend both knees. And the knees are hip width. Reach back with each hand to the feet for bow. And then inhaling, lift, kicking the feet away. One more breath. And then release. Again, right side of the face to the mat. And left side of the face. And the hands come under the shoulders, coming up to table. Good. Curl the toes, lift into down dog last time. And bring the right hand to the lower, or just below the knee on the left leg, to the outside. Look under the left arm. And bring the right hand to the mat. And bring the left hand across just below the knee or down low on the calf on the right leg, looking under. And the left hand to the mat. And take a little hop, halfway up, cross the ankles, and come to seated. Good. If you don't have your heart beating by now, you are not an alive person. So let's do a couple breaths in Dandasana. So really, really get strong through the legs here. Point those toes back toward the face. And the legs are so strong, the heels may lift up off the mat. Hands beside the hips, fingers facing forward, lifting up tall, pressing down with the hands. Draw the chin in and then come forward. Just hinge a little forward and breathe. One more breath. And release on Dandasana. Ooh, good, all right. Bring the feet about halfway in. Find your balance. Come to Navasana, your Navasana, whatever that is today. It may not be anything. And breathe. And as you exhale, slowly lower down to your back. Good. Now just breathe. Find your block for supported bridge. Bring the feet in, press with the feet, put the block under the sacrum, of course, not the low spine. Feet are wider, about mat width. Palms turn up, supported bridge. We've worked hard today. Yeah, supported bridge is the reward for all this hard work. If you'd like, you can bring your left ankle onto the right knee here in supported bridge. And just release. Just allowing that left knee to settle slowly and gently toward the mat. As you breathe, and release the ankle from the knee, bring the left foot down. And if you'd like, bring the right ankle onto the knee. And just see how much you can relax those hips. And take the ankle, remove the ankle from knee. Both feet down to the mat. A couple more breaths now in supported bridge. And bring the feet toward the center, press with the feet, take the block out. We'll do just a couple of moving bridges. Feet all the way to the hips, knees pointed straight up, hands down by your side. Inhaling, press with the feet, hands up and over. Exhaling, lowering. Inhaling, hips lift. Exhaling, lower. And inhaling one more. And exhaling lower. Good, all right. Bring the right knee into the chest, and you can extend the left leg if you choose, or keep the foot on the floor, your choice. Drawing that knee in, circle the toes. And put a strap on the front of the right foot, or just grab the right outside edge of the right foot with the right hand and take the bottom of the foot straight up to the ceiling. And that right lower leg, the right shin, it is lined up with the right arm. Drawing the knee down toward the right ribs. Good. Release the right foot. Let the right foot come down, and you can extend the right leg. Bring the left knee into the chest. Circle those toes. And now half happy baby, the strap or the left hand. Bottom of the foot straight up. And then release the left foot, bring the left foot down. Bring the soles of the feet together. Come into Supta Baddha Konasana, reclining cobra pose. This is another oh yeah. And bring the knees up to the ceiling. And you can set the feet wide or hip width or together. Arms wide, let the knees fall over to the right. Turn your gaze to the left. Knees to the ceiling, knees left, gaze right. And knees to the ceiling. Bring both knees into the chest. Gently rock. And the legs are long now, arms behind you. Stretch the right side, reaching through the right fingers and the right heel. Inhaling. Exhaling, release, and inhale, stretch the left side. And exhaling, release. A big long inhale, stretching everything. Exhaling, release to your Savasana. Find a pillow, a blanket, whatever you want. Again with little movements. And then larger movements. Stretch if you'd like. And when you're ready, you can roll to one side coming up. Notice how easy it is to get up and down off the floor. Thank you for practicing. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in you. And we will see you on Friday.